Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Scion miniseries, Prometheus Unbound. I'm the Red Sarkon. My name is Juan. I'll be your storyteller this evening. Last we left off, we opened up with the group meeting a Cyclops. They tried to defuse the situation and talk their way out of it, and they discovered that Cyclopses are Cyclopi. Are not the best at handling social interactions, and they took a tree trunk to the chest. But we learned that the Child of Ares told the Cyclops to keep people out of the cave. After dealing with him, they decided to rest up and deal with some of their wounds. But they came down into the tunnel, and they came across what turned out to be the river Styx, and they had a conversation with Charon himself, the ferryman. They all had to pay with something that meant something to them in pairs. And after they got to the other side, they saw that the gates to Hades had been forcibly opened. Manny used prophecy to see into the future, but he saw visions of a fire, a pair of hands giving something, and an empty jail cell. After sharing his vision with the group, they kind of tried to figure out what everything meant. And then they made their way to Tartarus, where they found the site of Prometheus's prison. But they also saw that some of the other tortured souls were still kind of going through their punishment, like Sisyphus and Tantalus and poor Orpheus and Eurydice. But they also learned that 3 people were there when they released the Titans, and Erica saw 2 threads originating in the space where the door was opened, one to her and the other to Dominic. And we left off with them reopening the flaming door and stepping through, leaving Terra Incognita behind. And we're going to pick up with our beautiful group of people on the other side. The change in scenery is stark. You went from being in the Underworld, quite literally, to being in this white, beautiful kind of stretch of ground. You're at the base of a mountain. Down about 300 or 400 feet below you is a highway. The weather is much colder than it was in Westminster. And there's a thin layer of snow that has blanketed the area. It doesn't crunch when you step, but it does give way a little bit. You can feel that this place hasn't been affected as much by everything, by other places, by the heat.
So if we're out in the open, does that mean our phones have signal again?
They do. The second, awesome. The second you come out of the cave on this side, and you do see that the door opens at the mouth of a cave, you see that you have signal again. Some of you have voice messages, some of you have text messages that you missed. It's been 2 days.
Do we see footprints?
What? 2 days?
Can I
2 days.
Google map myself and see where I am?
You can, in fact, see where you are.
Cool.
Oh my god, my phone must be blown up.
Yeah, yeah. You are on the outskirts of Reykjavik in Iceland.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see footprints?
No.
You said the highway's right below us, right?
Yeah, it's about 300 or 400 feet down the mountain.
Do we see anything else other than the highway?
To the south, you can see what looks to be a city, and to the north, you see more of the highway and more of the mountain range.
Is that the only street that's available, that highway?
The highway is the only thing that's visible.
I'm assuming we're looking at the ring road, essentially. Like the ring highway that goes around Iceland.
Maybe.
Sounds about right.
I think it is.
Are you saying you think it is, or are you saying that we think it is?
Both. I'm not familiar with the topography or layout of Iceland's
Maybe you should have been more prepared. I'm
Highway
just kidding.
I was just, if I opened Google Maps, I should know if it's
Right. Yeah.
So okay, wait. Setting the scene.
Mhm.
Are we actually in the city?
No,
Mm-mm.
Okay.
you are north of the city on the highway.
Okay.
It doesn't have a name. It just has a number 1. But it's maybe a half hour to an hour walk.
We can walk down to the
Yeah.
highway.
Mhm.
Okay, because I was just planning on probably like flying us down there.
No,
how far is the walk to the city?
like I said, a half an hour to an hour, depending on your pace.
I look at everyone else and say, well, I need to refuel some stuff, and we obviously need jacket. Anyone oppose?
No. Some civilization will do as well.
All right. We head that away.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it's not a treacherous climb. The mountain slope is gradual here, and once you get to the highway, there's minimal traffic, but there are some cars that just kind of like slow down and they look at you oddly. But nobody actually stops for you.
Is there a reason why they would be looking at us oddly? Do we look strange?
To them, yes.
Okay.
Everybody's bundled up and you're not.
Ah.
Yeah, we're free balling it right now. We're not going to survive very long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have my hoodie, so but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know how. I know it gets cold up there.
Yeah, you came from a North Carolina that was sitting in like 76, 78, and now you're in Iceland, which is sitting at like 40 degrees
Yeah,
in the sun.
I'm a man from the tropics.
Is it daytime right now? I was picturing not daytime.
It's getting close to sundown.
Okay.
Yeah,
What month is this again?
this is September.
Okay.
Um,
So sundown
our
at this
solstice.
point is probably like 10 or 11 p.m.
so it would be late in a regular time frame.
Okay.
But yeah, you're as close to the Arctic Circle as you can be without being in Alaska.
Do we see the Northern Lights?
Not right now.
I don't think in the daytime.
Sometimes you could see it in the daytime,
Can you?
but not right now. No.
No.
You get to what looks to be a sign for an off-ramp for the township, and I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. Graffelholt
Do it.
Og Orforsardar.
Is there a way that you can spell that?
Nah, bro.
I'm taking for my notes. How do you
No.
spell that?
No.
How do you spell for my nose?
Can,
For my
Yeah.
can
nose!
we have the Google say it out loud?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with my pronunciation.
Yeah, I bet you are.
And as you come down the exit ramp, an entrance ramp, you will notice that there is a small cafe called Coffee House, nestled between a grocery store named Cronin Graffelholti and a KFC.
Nice. I thought you were about to say Cronenberg, and I was like, nice.
No,
Ooh,
no.
KFC.
He's ready.
Yeah. And as you cross the street towards the little outcropping of shops, you'll see that there's a bus station across their street. But sitting at the cafe, reading a newspaper and drinking what looks to be a steaming cup of something is Mikhail Gornlev.
Oh,
Well,
What
that's
a
another word.
coincidence.
Yeah.
You'll see him
So
like
we see him, but we're not inside yet, so we can chat about it before seeing him.
yeah, like when you see him, you'll notice that he kind of has that one of those shivers, like somebody walks over his grave, and he'll look up and he'll spot the four of you coming towards him. And he just holds up his cup. kind of like saluting you, and he folds his newspaper and puts it on the table and just kind of leans back, waiting for your arrival.
So he's inviting us to a conversation.
It's a very friendly way to meet a stranger.
I don't like this. It could be a trap.
Well, not all of us are strangers.
That's true. Your turn. You tag Garrett.
I walk in, pull up a chair,
Okay.
sit down.
And as always, his hands come up so that his fingers are steepled in front of him. Oh, Mr. Blackwell. It's been some time. Were we supposed to have a meeting?
That it has, Mr. Kornberger. However, this is definitely not related to our previous business.
Oh. Can I wager a guess then, or are you going to tell me?
Please do go ahead.
Does this have anything to do with my sister and a renegade scion of the Greco-Roman pantheon?
Could be. Definitely have been several of those going around lately.
They are hot-headed, I've heard. And he
Extremely.
smiles.
Does your sister by any chance have anything to do with recent events in the Underworld?
My sister, no. But the Greco-Roman definitely had something to do with it. My sister was just there to facilitate the doorways.
By the way, I have a knack from manipulation called takes one to know one. I always know when people lie to me.
Okay. He has not lied to you.
Okay, good. Am I to assume that you are also engaged in this business in some way?
Not anymore, no. And he'll reach into his pocket and he'll pull out a envelope, letter-sized, or legal-sized, unfolds it and hands it to you. You can see that everything was spelled out quite clearly. I was only there to help them acquire something, and then my services were done with whatever they were up to.
I opened the envelope.
It's a contract.
Scan the document. A contract for.
You're very familiar with the legalese. There's a lot to cover his ass as far as, like, you know, he will not be named in anything that happens. He does not need to know anything of what is supposed to happen, and it's one of those things where it's like he's just there to acquire something and then hand it off, and then once they are done with said item, they are to give it to him so that he may return it, and then their business is concluded.
I have to say, I do admire your thoroughness.
My friend, do you not remember who my father is?
I do. Anything else you can tell us about the current goings on, or is it true that you know nothing beyond what you've been stipulated to provide?
I know nothing beyond what I've been stipulated to provide, but I have ears and I have heard things. But we are men of action, Mr. Blackwell. You know that tit for tat exists in our circles.
Well, I do so enjoy gossip. However, I am willing to entertain an equivalent exchange of information or services if that is what you are looking for.
What do you bring to the table, Mr. Blackwell? And he motions for everybody else. Please don't be strangers. Have a seat. Can I get you anything to drink?
He's talking to us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've just been standing like a guard dog behind,
Yeah.
cross-armed.
Yeah. And he'll smile at Erica, sister. It's been some time.
I don't remember ever meeting you, but hi, I guess.
Our father has a way of sharing information about all of us. I assumed he must have splurged about me.
Not that I remember. I know you were supposed to speak at Harvard, and that got cancelled.
Yes. Unfortunately, Harvard was a cover for the theft that I had a particular hand in.
Hmm.
But no one saw me, so. And the item in question has been returned, so was there ever really a theft in the first place?
And what was this item?
Well, again, and he looks at Mr. Blackwell. He looks at Dominic. Tit for tat, as always.
Something tells me that there is something that you want from us.
I want so many things, Mr. Blackwell.
Well, what
I'm
would you
not.
consider?
I'm not a stranger to greed.
What would you consider an equivalent exchange for the information?
Gum?
No. I could simply hop across to the supermarket behind me and buy gum. Especially
This seems
the
very
Icelandic
valuable
one.
to your sister. So
Gum.
You don't
Yes.
love gum?
I don't.
Unfortunate for you.
Just
However, this information you speak of, I bet I could beat it out of you somehow.
Wait, I am.
What do you say, an arm wrestle or something?
I'm not built for physical, strenuous activity.
we see that.
Good.
Okay,
And your eyes
how
work.
about an illusion?
I mean, there's so many things that I'm good at, but I don't know. And he pulls out a deck of cards. You want to do some magic tricks? See who's better?
Let's go for it.
A contest of some sort is definitely a very interesting way to go. And I do know how much the children of the Acer are fond of contests. However, before anything changes hands or anything is done to anyone, I think it would be important for us to hash out the details in detail. Forgive the redundancy.
No, please. What are the terms that we are dealing with?
Well, a contest to be agreed upon between the two of you. Upon the conclusion of which, where my companion to find herself superior, you would divulge the information to us immediately. Otherwise, we will pay a price of your choosing for it.
When you
Granted,
say
of
we,
course.
does that include me? Because I didn't agree.
I also didn't agree to pay anything.
I'm not paying.
Oof. It seems that your band is in disarray, Mr. Blackwell.
We have not seen eye to eye a lot the last couple of days,
I'm taller.
unfortunately.
It reminds me very much of my sister and this Scion of Ares. They were also bickering.
It's good to know that I'm not the only one suffering through this.
No, we're all suffering too.
We could have told you that.
Do you need a moment? Should I go get us drinks while you hash out whatever this
You leave,
is?
I'll see you again. So stay right there.
A sidebar would be fantastic. Thank you.
Sure. And he goes into the cafe. There are windows, so and the whole while he just kind of like waves every time he does something, and he just kind of like shows you where he is, and make sure to hold up his hand. He is not around you, but he is still facetious.
Diane, I understand that you're not the trusting type, but this man is a professional. He is extending us a professional courtesy, and we will do the same to him.
A professional theft.
Well, yes, it's a profession. Like
This
any other.
is my brother we're talking about. If you don't trust me, why would you trust him?
I've
Who
never
said
said
I
I don't
trusted
trust you.
I said, if you don't trust me, why would you trust him?
And again, I never said I don't trust you. I was put into this situation as a legal liaison of sorts for you. I work for you. There is no point in me distrusting you in any way.
So
And that
what are
goes
you
for all
offering
three
up
of you.
to this person?
I was just getting to terms. We would determine what he would want before the contest, and if it's
Yes, but you're
amenable.
offering things that I didn't say that I would provide. So what exactly are you offering for me to do?
We had not gotten there yet.
You hear a thunk,
Correct.
thunk, thunk, thunk on the window, and he's holding a slice of pie, and he kind of like he points it.
That looks like a warm piece of pie.
And he just shakes his head and puts it back, and the guy
You
and
only play characters that are hungry.
only.
Right. Because I'm always hungry.
But you see him take it back to the counter, and there's an exchange, and the guy puts it back under the counter in the display case, and he just kind of continues ordering the drinks and pointing out at you guys.
Before we carry on with this avenue, what do you suggest we do?
You can
I
just
think
turn him in.
Turn him into who? Turn him into what?
Turn him into whoever put this little group together, this team.
What if instead we just turn him into a snake and then let him loose in the forest?
Are you capable of that?
Could be.
As
Sounds like a plan.
amazing as that would be, we must get the information that we need from him, namely what item was stolen and returned.
Erica, how confident are you that you can get that information without us giving him anything at all?
Like 95%.
That's not good.
How is 95% not good?
Because if you're gonna win at something, you gotta give it 100% or more. Trust me, that's how you win in a game. I would know.
I don't need your hyping up right now, okay? I can take care of my brother on my own.
You didn't even know he was your brother until 5 minutes ago.
True, doesn't mean I still can't take him down.
Either way, I can get physical if anything happens.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no reason for us to begin some kind of altercation when we can resolve things perfectly peacefully.
I'm saying that's the only thing I'm offering on my side. Don't offer anything on behalf of me. I'm only going to offer a wrestling match, and I'll fucking win.
I think you need this lovely piece of gum, and I'm going to go play my games. And Erica walks inside.
He's been waiting at the door, so the second that you get up, he comes out and stops you from going inside and just kind of puts drinks down. I didn't know what any of you wanted to drink, so I got hot chocolates all around, extra marshmallows. It is a good drink here. They have fantastic chocolate. Highly recommend it. So, have you come to terms?
Yes,
What are they?
Erica will play you.
Excellent. And what do I get if I win?
Dominic.
Since that was the issue that you were having.
I don't know. What does he get if he wins, Erica?
If he wins,
He doesn't get turned into a snake.
this is true. He doesn't get turned into a snake. He keeps his life and we don't turn him in. However, I think he would like to have the bow and arrow that I keep. I'm not very good at it, so it doesn't really have a point for me to keep Dad's bow and arrow.
Oh. Offering a treasure. That's interesting.
95%.
100% for you.
I wonder what access this bow might give you the father's gifts. I'd rather
What do you
not.
mean?
I'd rather not have something that I already have access to. So perhaps a treasure from someone else in your band.
You're playing me. I'm not offering up anyone else's gifts.
Can't take the chance that I'll double up on access that I already have access to. Forgive the redundancy. And he smiles at Dominic.
Erica pulls her dagger out, holds it to his throat, and says, "Give the information or else."
I do the my hands are tied motion, like.
No.
I do say, I do hope that this will not affect negatively our professional relationship in the future.
Oh, you've been nothing but cordial, Mr. Blackwell. Oh. And he smiles and he's like, now, how exactly do you plan to get the information if and when you do go through with this course of action?
Are you talking to me now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just holding it like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that just escalated big time.
I mean, you see, he doesn't look scared. He doesn't try to like talk his way out of it. He wants to know. Information is his game, it seems.
By the way, I'm going to start immediately reassuring anyone around that might be looking at this whole spectacle going on that we are filming a movie, and please do act natural, and there is nothing to be worried about here. Carry on with your lives.
I like it. See, what is your manipulation and performance? Your presence 3 and 4 with 2 epics? Yeah, you're fine. It would, like, there's a moment of where anybody you talk to just kind of gets like really excited, and then they start acting in that robotic, normal way where people act, and they're like, "You're being filmed." Okay, I'm not being attention to myself.
Well, if Erica fails to get the information, I won't.
I mean, you're very brash, and I admire that from both of you. But you still haven't told me how you plan to get this information if I'm dead in my sister's case, or if I'm beaten, which I'm assuming is your case, since you're definitely Greco-Roman by your attitude. You, I don't know, and he points to Manny.
That's fine. You don't need to know.
Mystery, I like it.
Considering you haven't actually told us anything that you're interested in, I'm going to assume that this information probably isn't as relevant as you want us to believe, you little trickster. And so, if you don't tell me what it is, I'm just gonna walk away, and that's the end of it. You don't get anything from us, we don't get anything from you.
Oof. Tempting. But seeing as how my life was threatened by 2 of you, I think I'm owed something. I'll take the bow for a tidbit of information.
You already
got a
said
question.
no.
Julie,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Sure.
For the Cheval, Rada's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to use that, would I be able to? Is it? I gain the person's perception of now, or can I look into what they've done in their past?
Do you have Cheval?
Yeah, I have one. Cheval.
Ooh. Look at you being fancy with your fucking
Voodoo.
voodoo. We go to Cheval and find out.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but I'm kind of want to make sure.
Okay.
Is he still holding all of these hot chocolates?
No, he's placed them on the table.
Dang
I'm
it.
definitely drinking one.
Yeah. Okay. So the person's perception is either his own. Yeah, it will be now.
No, okay.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see
looking
through his
at-
eyes, to hear through his ears, things like that.
Yeah, it's like I will be the quote unquote victim.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be stepping in their shoes. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does nothing right now. Or it can. Okay. Sidebar.
Okay.
In
this-
game. I'm in game now. Time in.
In game, you want a sidebar?
Yeah, in game. Or okay, or even out of the game. Okay.
Well, no. If you say
I
sidebar,
can take over.
if you say sidebar, he
Wait.
will kind of push the knife away. I'll go back inside. You let me know when you're done.
Okay,
He
you get
goes,
some marshmallows, please.
more marshmallows, of course, Mr. Blackwell.
Much appreciated.
I'm not convinced with your 95% of winning at this game.
There is no game anymore because he won't state what he wants. And honestly, I'm getting kind of bored. I want to just walk away.
Because I can take over his body.
His body.
Yes, I can. Don't worry about the details.
You give us all this information so late.
Mm-hmm.
This is our second sidebar.
He can fly. He can take over bodies.
No, I
And
said
if
that
you-
in character.
Okay. Yeah.
If you take over his body, can you read his mind? Do you know what information you're taking from him? Is there actually a point to doing any of this?
You will be winning 100% instead of 95%.
That's true.
Oh, so you
I will
mean
be.
take
I would
over his
deliberately
body?
to deliberately lose,
Huh.
and you will win for sure. You win the bet, then I pop out. Boom! He has to give you the information.
Or I could put him in a headlock until he gives in.
Dagger and headlock.
No, wait. I really like this. This is this could be going somewhere. I can
will-
draft an agreement through which it doesn't matter if it's him in the body, as long as the body loses, he loses. And you can have your little contest, and you will win.
That would work, right, Chewy? That would work, right, Chewy? Out of game.
No,
If I.
you
No?
cannot take
Okay.
over his body. You can
Yes.
sense what he is sensing. So if he is touching silk, you can feel the silk. If he is smelling roses, you'll smell the roses.
So no.
No, that doesn't make sense though. Because
Plan
what's the
plan
point
C.
because then the other one, the other Shiva is like, can now exert some control over a victim whose senses she's observing. The sense,
Yeah. Yeah, you know that part that you just read where it's like now you can exert control.
Yeah.
That's what the difference is.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah. I love it when players learn the limitations of their powers
As we're going
for themselves, because I always feel like the bad guy when I'm like, no, you can't do this because of XYZ. But then when they read it aloud, I'm like, hey, remember when you just read that now you can exert control? That's when you can exert control.
You know what? I'll just draft the agreement for the contest between the two of them, and
No, I can't take control of the body. Take that back. Sorry.
and
thought I could.
you know what? I like
thought
the
I could.
95%. I trust the 95%. Let's go with that.
I can't. You know what my coach would tell me if I tell him, "Oh, I'm here 95% of the game."
Well, Erica is not your
That
coach.
doesn't guarantee a win.
Erica is not your coach.
I will be the backup. No worries. Now, please, I really want to put someone in a headlock. Let us begin this shit.
Thank you.
And Manny's thinking in his head, how strong is Dion? because I've ever since Dion has really
Dion, like
been
Scion.
throwing Dion has been putting their strength out there.
Yeah.
Okay, but also remember, Dion is a mental character, not a physical one.
No, I'm also Greek, and I have a big ass grappling fucking thing
Grappling?
caveat in my
Ooh.
yeah.
Mhm.
Come on and wrestle me, babe. Let's go.
But yeah, like you see, as you're wrapping up your sidebar, he's at the window, just kind of like staring at your group, eating the pie.
I flick him off. Sorry.
All right, I draft the agreement for the contest
Mhm.
between the two of them. If you lose Erica, you will have to part with your bow. Will that work?
He said he didn't want it.
You're not going to lose. Let's just go with it. If he has counter terms, we'll deal with that. How about it?
All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I make sure that the how you call it, the agreement doesn't say absolutely anything about interference of any sort.
Yeah, it'll be afterwards.
Mhm.
Right?
He comes out and he brings you a little bowl of marshmallows, the little tiny marshmallows, not the big marshmallows.
Oh,
I hope these are
you
okay.
spoil me. You absolutely spoil me.
So, and again, he pulls out the deck of cards and he ruffle shuffles it in front of you. Have we
I
come to
feel like
yeah.
Julio is falling in love with Mikkel.
It sounds like it.
He's a nice guy.
They're like besties. Like-
Erica takes a handful of marshmallows and throws them at Manny for no reason.
What?
I slide the agreement over.
He reads it.
Only 95% of those marshmallows hit you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not all of them.
Fuck
That other 5%.
In your mouth. He reads over and he's like, of course. This is standard. Your handwriting has gotten smoother, I think, since the last time I've seen any of your drafts.
Oh, they're flirting.
Flattery will
Yes,
get you
fuck!
nowhere.
And he holds out his hand. He's like, may I have a pen?
By all means. I pull out
Which-
a fun pen.
And he
When
signs
their
it.
Do we
hands
need
touch.
to take another break here so the two of you can have some alone time?
Oh, we can have a assistant schedule a meeting between the two of us if it comes to that.
Oh, most definitely. I would love to get lunch.
Sounds good.
Like 7 minutes in heaven or something.
Maybe the next time we're in Germany together. And
Oh, that would be lovely.
he slides the contract back to you.
Mm-hmm. What changes have been made, or did he just sign?
He just signed it.
All right, wonderful. Erica, it's in your hands now.
Game time, Erica. You got this.
And he riffle shuffles it again and then hands it to you. He's like, I'm sure I don't have to explain to you how 3-card Monty works.
Erica, of course, knows how that works. Does Erica know how that works?
Let's find out. What is Erica's intelligence?
Oh boy.
4 with an
Intelligence
epic.
is 4 plus epic.
Yeah. So let's
Nice.
do an intelligence and larceny roll.
Larceny. All right.
Yeah, 3-card Monty is meant to dupe and deceive.
Oh, and I have to roll another one. Okay.
So it's 4 for
So
intelligence.
I got 4 successes with the epic.
Okay. Very nice. Ooh. He looks at you dealing the cards, doing the little kind of back and forth, and there's a moment where he smiles. And he's like, wow. I did not see the double lift this time. You are good. What's your name?
He didn't see what?
You didn't see the double lift.
What does that mean?
In Three Card Monty, if you've ever seen any of the 80s and 90s movies, when there's like the people in front of the boxes and they're slapping 3 cards around and they're like, look at the queen, look for the queen, you gotta find the queen, the queen's the king. That's Three Card Monty. So
Okay.
the trick to it is that you pick up 2 cards in one hand and they'll see you do the motion to throw the card at the bottom. What you're really doing is throwing the card on top. And then because the bottom is the queen. So
Okay.
it's a very deceptive game. So when he says he doesn't see the double lift, he doesn't see you throw the queen.
Okay.
So he has no control where it lands.
Got it. Does that mean I'm winning?
Yeah, he flips over the card that he thinks is the queen and it isn't. It's one of the kings.
Okay.
All right. So that's one piece of information.
Are you going to share the piece of information?
What would you like to know? I mean, I could tell you information like when I was born or when I had my visitation, but I don't think that's the kind of information you're looking for.
What item was stolen and returned?
A compass. Magellan's compass, to be precise.
And it was stolen by Cassandra?
Was not.
I'm starting to think she's the good guy.
From what
Do you know who stole it?
Ooh. It feels like it's a new piece of information.
It's a yes or no question. I'm not asking for the answer. Just yes or no. Do you know who stole it?
He smiles at Dominic. I mean, I do know who stole it, yes.
Dominic, did you steal it?
Oh, I didn't. It was him. He just said it before.
And puts his finger to his nose.
Did you return it?
I don't understand the point of this game if you're going to ask questions you already know the answers to.
Here's a question. Here's a question if you wouldn't mind. What does it do?
You should play again for that information, but I'm feeling generous.
Let's do it.
The compass leads to treasure. Not any one treasure, but treasure dependent on the person who has bonded with it.
Did you mention who your sister was working with?
Who are you talking
He
to?
didn't. He said that she was with his sister. So we know that it was with Astrid.
Right. Never mind.
But I don't remember if he told us why or like what they were actually doing.
Maybe you should ask them where they are.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting there. Let's keep playing.
Another question. So go ahead and roll your stats again.
Okay.
Oh ho ho. Hello, my lovelies. I've missed you.
That's a double. So 5.
5.
Yeah.
He smiles at you, and then he's like, "Oh, you are gifted. I will give you that." And the card he flips over is actually the queen. I know this game. It's one loss and one win, so we're tied. Throw again. And he looks at Dominic. He's like, "Standard two out of three, or should we go for 3 out of 5?"
I got all successes.
Let's do 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Full successes.
Okay. I definitely beat my 5 then.
8 successes, baby.
Yep.
That was a
He's
good
like,
roll.
Oof. Got it in right under the wire, didn't you, Dominic? 2 out of 3 it is. He picks up his cards and he puts them back in the deck box and puts them in his pocket.
Thanks for playing, brother.
So, your next question.
Where are Cassandra and Astrid?
They went north. They wanted to find some hiking trail.
To where?
All I know is that they went to Ricolar. Where the trail goes.
Ricola. Sorry.
Where the trail goes, Astrid knows, but she wasn't forthcoming with that information.
Who else has questions?
That's still in Iceland, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think we should be good to go in now. I also suspect that this is as much as he knows, most likely.
What is this treasure? And who did the compass bond to?
That I'm not sure of. They did not keep me around for the seeking of the treasure, and as the contract states, my services were only for the stealing and the returning.
And what does Prometheus have to do with any of this?
I mean, if I knew, I would probably not tell you, but I would enjoy the not telling you part of it.
Do you know or not?
I don't. I am a child of Loki. What good is destroying the world? There's no room for chaos if that happens. I sow chaos here and there. It's my role in life. It's a role I enjoy quite immensely, in fact.
It's the best part of life for sure.
Thank you. Finally, something in common.
Also, I do like this hot chocolate. You're right.
I usually am. And he smiles.
I wouldn't go that far. Anyways, group,
The only thing
you're ready to
missing-
go.
The only thing missing is los churros.
Churros?
Oh,
Churros, the hot cocoa.
that's all I needed to know. Aloha, a Roman, an Aztec, and a Aesir. What a motley crew you are.
Quite mismatched. Indeed.
Quite.
Well, we won't take any more of your time, though.
That little tidbit has earned you an extra piece of information.
Oh.
I warn you, my sister has imbued 2 humans with her ichor, so be aware that they are protected.
Wow.
There are 3 traveling together.
There were 3 traveling together.
Who are these humans? Your sister.
That's an extra piece of information. That'll require a whole new set of deals. And he leans back in his chair.
Do we really need to know the identities of the mortals?
I'd say no.
I'm with Dion. They're our numbers person.
Yeah. I
So
doubt
guess
it's.
we're heading.
Yeah.
Also, it's cold. I want a coat.
Oh yes. Any suggestions for couture in the immediate area?
He points back behind him. The supermarket should have some simple layering for you.
Oh, you know me better than that.
Well, the
I head
good,
to the supermarket.
yeah, the good stuff is going to be in the city then.
Hmm.
That might be the best place for you since you. It looks like you're going to have to rent a car, Mr. Blackwell.
It does seem that way. I don't fancy walking all the way to Ricola.
Now, Raycola
Manny.
is.
How many people can you carry when you fly?
Oh, a child of the law who can fly.
Oh, thanks.
That. Delicious. That's better than this hot chocolate.
I do trust that in the spirit of professional courtesy, you will not be divulging much about our conversation here today.
Oh, we never ran into each other.
Right. A child of Loki. Saying that.
It has been absolutely wonderful seeing you again.
You as well. Tit for tat as always.
As always. And yeah, with that, I get up and I start making my way towards the nearest public transportation or
Yeah,
similar.
There's a bus stop.
Out of game.
Mhm.
If Manny were to fly, could
Sure.
he carry the group?
That's a good question.
I mean, I do have the epic strength and everything.
You do.
Uplifting might. Oh yeah, I can lift and hold tremendous loads.
Yeah.
Bet
I
you
have
can,
uplifting.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
got 8 dice and 3 epic attributes. You could probably carry all of them. It would be taxing, but not terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would it like completely deplete him?
Not completely, no. But he would definitely need to. He wouldn't be able to do it in one shot. He would have to take breaks.
All right. Okay.
Do we have to go to the city to rent a car?
Or how far is
Or
place-
or can I steal one?
There are other ways to get a car, sure.
I bet I can talk
Oh.
someone into it.
The lawyer said sure to stealing a car.
Mm-hmm.
You forget that I defend people in court.
I said that out of character. I'm walking to the supermarket.
I'm following Dion to the supermarket as well
Okay.
to layer up.
Yes, because we need a coat, and we don't have time to go to a fancy store in the city. Just saying.
Not with that attitude.
There's always time to look your best. But I understand your point. I'll see what I can do. I'll also walk into the supermarket and see what I can get.
Yep.
They did not have it. They do not have Dominic's color.
They don't have anything fancy. It's like the equivalent of Gap stuff.
I mean, the Gap is pretty fancy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Gap is like nice stuff.
Not Dominic fancy, no. This is like
Gap.
Yeah, this is like Gap, between Gap and Old Navy stuff. Like, yeah, it could look like it's the type of stuff that Dominic would wear, but he knows it's not.
In his heart of hearts.
The G he wants stands for Gucci.
We should probably get food while we're here as
Gucci?
well.
Excuse me. This is Brunello Cucinelli, all right? Like, this is...
Ooh, sorry.
Please. Gucci.
Dion restocks their like protein snacks,
Mhm.
electrolyte water, literally anything for survival, and buys themselves like as much, like a beanie, jacket, everything,
Yeah, not terrible.
and
You
looks
can get yourselves geared.
Dominic and says, "Didn't you give all your credit cards away?"
I gave some.
Some.
Besides, I do have cash. I don't know if they take dollars here. Oh, of course they take dollars. They take dollars everywhere.
I'm sorry. You decided to use 2 credit cards to get into the Underworld instead of $2?
I mean, they had to be important to me. Credit is very important to me.
Fair enough.
Do I manage to put together a satisfactory outfit? With the meager
Satisfactory.
offerings?
Satisfactory to who? Because to everybody else, yeah. Deep down inside, you're poor now.
I'll suffer in silence and
Okay.
and be as fashionable as possible within my means.
Yeah, you guys all suit up.
I'm gonna rack up on some protein as well. Need those calories. Need the protein.
Erica actually knows how to take care of everybody and their health because she is smart. And so she does also buy snacks other than just protein bars that will keep us going.
Okay.
And then, Chewy, is there some form of manipulation, larceny, stealth, something that will help me convince someone to give me their car?
I mean, that would be either charisma or manipulation.
Manipulation, for sure.
Okay. And then command.
Command.
Or presence could work.
Presence gives me a better chance.
Sure. I mean, it's 5 dice, 1 epic.
Yeah.
Try it.
Okay. See what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 with the epic.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a language barrier. And the little bit of English you do get is like yes, no, car, mine, need, why. But after like a little back and forth, he kind of like opens the passenger door to you and he gets into the driver's side.
Amazing. You guys, I got us a ride.
Brilliant.
Who's driving?
He
The
is,
guy.
unfortunately.
Who is?
The guy.
The guy who owns
Oh.
the car.
Yeah.
Great.
I sit in the back seat.
Okay.
I also sit in the back seat.
Shotgun.
Well, I'm obvious. No, I'm in the front. Like,
Aw.
I convinced him to
No,
give
I'm
us a
taking
ride.
and I'm taking a window back seat.
Same.
Yeah, I'll take bitch seat. I don't care.
Okay.
It's not like getting this close wrinkled is gonna affect me emotionally in any way.
You already been affected emotionally, so
Yeah,
can't get any worse.
I cannot be hurt any more than I've already been.
But he pulls up to the exit and entrance ramp to the expressway, and he just points left or right.
North.
He brings up his phone and he has you say that again. And when you do, you hear Google translate into Icelandic, and he drives.
I tap Erica on the shoulder.
What do you want?
You brought up you were wrong about 95%. You brought 100% to the game.
I knew I'd win.
And with this call, even more so. So 100% plus.
Statistically,
That's
they
good.
did not have 95%. It was more 70. They lost a game. Do you not remember that?
It was 66.66666 and so on.
That's why I
Win.
said
They
it's more
won.
like 70.
They won
Math.
overall at the end of the game, and they got us the car.
But
I
I
had a
said there was a
giant-
95% chance of me winning the game, and I did win the game.
If I had a giant foam finger, I would say Eric on it. Good job.
I appreciate that.
I didn't say that you didn't win. I just said his math is wrong.
And I'm agreeing with you.
How long until we get to where we go?
A little over 3 hours.
And they pop in their earbuds
Okay.
and start playing games on their laptop that
Don't
they pull
talk to
out.
the Uber driver.
Nope.
The rest of us play road games.
Nice.
I spy with my little eye.
But yeah, it takes closer to 4 to get there. This guy tries to be as safe as possible when driving. But you get to what is Reykholt, was it?
Ricola?
I've spelt it 3 different ways.
Reykholar.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I just remember the cough drop thing that I thought of.
And you see that it is a little town, like in the bay. And you can see up further north that there is just the ice-capped mountains. There's a little range right near Reykholar, and then there's like what looks to be maybe another half an hour to 45 minutes north. There's a huge mountain range. But so far you're on the coast of this bay, and he drops you off. Kind of waves and smiles, and then will make his way to the gas station and kind of gas up to go back.
I slip him a $100 bill in the pocket, and I know that's like a slight how you call it, difference in language barrier. But I do Google Translate him. Thank you very much. You've been very kind. I hope that helps.
Yeah, he thanks you for it.
All right. So we are here. We need to look
$100 for 3 hours this way and 3 hours back is nothing.
I know.
Yeah, but I had
just wanted-
convinced him to do it for free in the first place. So
Yeah. I was just being nice.
Nope.
We need to start finding any kind of signs of the presence of these demigods.
Where to look first?
Let's see.
would this be another moment that I use my unlidded eye thing to see the tethers?
I mean, you could.
I don't know if I want to like use the willpower thing again, but
Is there any way, because I also have the unlidded eye, that we can cooperate and get even more I don't know, successes or information?
If they use magic or supernatural powers
no,
here,
they probably haven't at this point.
then it would be useful.
Do we have any idea of how long, like how far ahead of us they are?
That you don't.
Okay.
You know that it's been 2 days since you went into the tunnel.
Right.
But it took us 2 days. That means that they were also probably there 2 days. Considering time distortion should be about equal for everybody. We should find the main trail and see if we have any signs.
It's I'm looking it up online because I wanted to know what the actual town looks like. There's not a lot there.
Mm-mm.
It looks like there's one main
There's a-
church
Yep.
and then like a bunch of houses and stuff. So I don't think there's like a lot to really look through.
Yeah,
Um,
there is a small kind of house that has a sign outside of it that's just for like, you know, it has a sign in Icelandic and it also has in small letters underneath it in English, hiking trails and gear.
We could go in there and ask questions.
Mikhail did say that they were looking for a hiking trail to go north, so that might be our best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Inside you see an older gentleman, maybe in his mid-30s, kind of greet you in Icelandic and also in English. He says, "Hello, good evening."
Wave.
Evening, good sir. By any chance, have there been any visitors recently matching this description? And I give them the description that I have of.
He thinks about
I
it.
know that.
No, not here. No. And goes over, and you see him. There's like this old cathode little television that's like maybe 13 inches, and he goes over and he looks and he pulls out a VHS tape. It looks small for a moment, and then you realize it's a Betamax tape. And he pulls out the one that's there now, and he puts in this one, and he just fast forwards emotions. If you see them, let me know. I stopped tape, but this is from 2 days ago.
Much appreciated.
This is the last time Americans came in.
It does seem like that we are, in fact, 2 days behind. We go through the tape, I guess.
I keep an eye out in case.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a moment where you see this couple almost too closely too close in appearance to be a couple, but they come in together and they start picking up stuff, and you see what looks to be just vaguely through the window the image of Astrid. And every so often the two that came in will look back at her and she'll either shake her head or nod. But you see that this couple has bought enough gear for 4 people.
How many trails are up here?
There is the main trail, but it branches off once you get into the mountains itself. They are labeled, unless you are trained. Please stay away from the black diamonds. All the other ones should be friendly to novices or practiced climbers.
It branches off into how many?
Oh, that we know of, there are maybe about a dozen.
Great.
If they went up there and they haven't been back in 2 days, then it's probably a good shot that they're still up there.
I concur. I believe we should make our way there ourselves.
What gear is absolutely necessary?
How far up the mountain are you going?
As far as we can go.
Well, then you will need. And he starts grabbing like pitons and the kind of boot claws and just hooks and pulleys and backpacks and
How geared did they look on the video? Did they look like they had actual climbing gear, or?
they look like they had the same gear that he's putting out for you.
Oh, okay.
They had a couple more things that he's not adding to your group to like the individual packages that he's come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a tent?
He's got one. He's got one there, 4-person.
What like in the video, can we tell like what colors they're wearing, like the tent, what color the tent was, what are they wearing,
It
anything
looks very
distinctive,
similar to what you're wearing.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
repeating their steps.
Yeah. Which is the best way to chase after someone?
I just want to know because if there's other people on this trail, I want to be able to point them out if I see them, because I'm probably going to fly up and scout ahead.
So are you asking if the video was in color or black and white?
Black and white,
Yeah.
mostly.
Okay.
Okay.
But it looked like the same thing that you're wearing.
Anything distinctive, anything that, would make them stand out from other hikers on this trail, possibly.
Just that they look alike. They have a very strong familiar resemblance.
Can this gear be returned when we're done with it?
I can buy it back at a discounted price, but it's good gear. You would want to keep it.
Either way, I pull out my corporate credit card and
The big
I
card.
charge it. Call it a team building exercise.
Travel expense.
Yeah.
Add a couple of extra fluffy things in there too.
Oh, do you like to cuddle?
Not with you.
I wasn't offering.
Good.
Oof.
But,
Leo's face.
I'm just
But,
like,
oof. Yeah, he charges you, and then he shows you how to put everything together and the best way to kind of like set up your bags and whatnot. But he does kind of like tell you the tent would be best used by whoever is the strongest of your group. It's manageable, but it is something that's going to require better shoulders.
I got
I
it.
pick it up. I say, he said it's manageable. Get it? Manageable.
Get out.
That wasn't funny.
I know. I'm hilarious. You guys don't have to laugh to reinforce me. Like, you can hold it in as much as you want.
I'm holding it in so
It
hard.
pains me. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, then he ties it up on the back of your backpack. But you're all geared out.
Is there a map,
So
or is it on
who
Google
has it?
Maps?
No, he has an actual paper map that you can take up there.
I feel like
Diane has to-
we're gonna lose service pretty quickly. I just
Scion
feel
has
it.
the tent, right? Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, he gives you a paper map, and it gives you a laminated map, and a compass.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The trails are very well marked, but depending on the snowfall, some trails might disappear, some others might get a little bit more of a blanket, so they become more treacherous. Just be aware. Use your common
Has a lot of-
sense.
Has a lot of snow fallen in the last 2 days?
A little more than usual in the last day. We're not prepared for the temperatures we are having. It's a little colder than it normally is, but everywhere else is hot, so we take it when we can.
Very well.
Ready when y'all are.
Let's do it.
Almost.
I thank him profusely for his help.
And he's like, if I'm not here when you come back down, it will probably be my brother Magnus. I will let him know that you went up and you were looking to sell your equipment when you were done with it.
Absolutely. And your name is, sir?
My name is Ingvar.
Ingvar. Thank you very much, Ingvar.
Yeah.
Ingvar and Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's make some trails.
Trails are already made. We're just gonna walk them.
Mm-hmm.
It's an expression.
Understood.
Should I fly up ahead and see more or less, maybe find out which trail they ended up heading or taking?
Probably should do that once we're outside of prying eyes. We definitely wouldn't want Ingvar to see anything out of the ordinary. Although I don't think that will be a problem for the most part. This place is pretty deserted.
Yeah.
How will you know where to
Okay.
find us?
Mm,
If we keep to the trail,
That's
he
right.
should have no issues.
yeah, and I'm probably gonna take somebody else with a good set of eyes. Out of game, who has the best perception?
Perception?
I have 4
Yeah.
plus epic.
Nah.
Not me.
So I guess
So it
it's
looks
me.
like
Oh, dang it. I don't like you.
Excellent. The system is working.
I need the best pair of eyes to. That's why I was asking those questions. If there's anything distinctive or anything.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming with all of the games that we were playing with Mikkel and then the drive, is it morning at this point?
Oh, it is well into like late evening, early morning. It's probably about like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, and this place was open?
Mhm.
Okay.
Makes sense.
There was nobody there, but you know, he had the kind of work lights on, and once you came in, like he turned everything on.
Got it.
But yeah, no, he's there just in case like somebody has an issue with the trails, and this is kind of like a makeshift park ranger station as well. So if anybody has a problem, they come here, they talk to Ingvar or Magnus, and they get the help that they need if they can provide it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Man.
I figured, like, I'll take somebody with me, have an extra pair of eyes, see if we can locate them, and then fly back with the rest of the group and take it from there. What
Okay.
do you think?
So you're taking Erica and I'm with Dominic.
Perfect.
Dominic just realized that he'll be alone with Dion while this goes on.
Yep.
You know that gif of like the anime guy that like slowly like realizes something horrible.
Yep.
That's yeah.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
We're all going with our rivals. Yay.
Yep.
And that's
Blame
your
it
smart
on our
idea?
parents. No, I mean,
Is it
who
is
has
it
the
common
better?
knowledge, all of these rivalries?
It is not common knowledge, but you know that there is something about their acre that doesn't sit right in yours.
Okay.
I didn't know Erica had the best perception. I didn't know.
Yeah.
It is the
Yes.
most efficient course of action. So, as much as we may not be fans of each other's company, we have a job to do, and I like to think that we are all professional enough that we can put those things aside for the time being.
No worries. I feel like even in the snow, I can still run.
Dominic, that leaves you to the wolves again.
It's fine. I have company. And I nuzzle Midnight a little bit.
Did Midnight pick up on their scent?
Midnight's a cat.
Yeah.
It still can smell.
Cats. Yeah, cats have great
Yeah.
senses.
They're slightly
They actually
better
can
than
see.
they're slightly better than humans, but they're not like dogs and wolves.
That's
hunt-
not true.
They hunt with their eyes.
They hunt with their crazy energy.
With the zoomies. Yeah, but they're
All right,
more.
let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Either
they're
way,
more
Midnight's
ocular.
not that kind of cat. She's not a working cat.
God.
The second you leave the township and you actually get like on a trail, you see it starts to flurry. Very light, very
course.
tiny flakes. And even like if they touch you, they immediately evaporate by your heat. They're not sticking to the ground. It's just a nuisance more than anything.
This might put a this is gonna put a damper on our ideas.
I think it's fun.
It already snowed enough to cover any tracks, so
It's been snowing on and off. How far into the trail do you wait to take off?
The moment that I see that we're out of sight, I pop in the earphones once again and say, and start to jog in my non-Gucci
Non-Gucci.
outfit.
there they go.
Yeah.
Dominic,
You ready to
better
fly?
hustle. Let's do this.
Up and away.
Yeah, I don't do that, but yeah.
We don't do that here.
So yeah, I am gonna.
I think that requires a legend point expenditure.
Looking it up. It's, 1 legend plus 1 willpower
Okay.
per scene. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So could you roll your legend for me, please?
There is no dice pool.
Yeah, you have 4 legend.
No, it says dice pool none.
No,
The
no,
cost
not
is
for
1
that.
legend plus-
Not for that. You've used a legend point. You've got to roll legend to see if you bind yourself.
Oh, okay. Uh, 3 successes.
Okay. There's a bit of a rush of air as Manny takes to the sky. How far up are you going?
Is Erica with me already or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are you holding her bridal style?
I'm holding Erica however Erica intended to jump on Manny.
A gentleman.
I'm not gonna assume and just pick Erica up.
No. Unless you put your gear with somebody else, there's very few alternatives, but it's definitely she's in the front.
I guess bridal it is.
Or it could be just grabbed by the wrist and like a toddler, fucking fling her.
Yeah. Under the arm too, like an eagle.
Yeah. like a football, maybe. I don't know. How does Erica want to be?
Yeah.
Wait, aren't you a baseball player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's multidisciplinary.
A multi-sported.
Yeah.
I'm athletic. A
Um,
big baseball player.
I was honestly thinking kind of like skydive style. So we're like touching each other. So I'm like holding onto your
Okay.
gear as well. Yeah.
Okay. And we
We do
tie
have
each
You
other
don't
off.
transform at all. You just start flying out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Just like
Just pushes
Okay,
off the
cool.
earth and ignores gravity.
Yeah.
Just-
So I
Next
kind of
thing
just
we-
like I clip our stuff together and then I guess we're just kind of holding on. Oh no.
yeah, like a tandem skydive.
Yeah, that's what my picture was.
We're flying. I'll fly high enough that we're out of sight, but at the same time we're able to see. I don't want us to be seen,
Mhm.
but I want to be able to see the trail and the hikers and whatever not and whatnot,
Okay.
and especially Erica, eagle eyes over here.
Sure. So you fly off. Dion, like Scion, starts jogging, and Dominic is trudging along in the wake. Let's have Manny roll a dexterity and athletics check.
Dexterity and athletics.
Yeah,
Okay.
7 dice, no epics. And let's have Erica roll perception and awareness. 4 and 3 is 7 dice with 1 epic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got 5 successes, and one of those successes is a 10. So
That's 2
that's
successes.
6, right?
Yeah.
So 6 in total.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 4.
Okay. So there's a moment where a wind kind of starts to buffet you, and it's a little rough. There's a bit more harshness to the snow up here. It's hard to explain, but it feels more solid, less of a kind of I just got snow on me, and now it's like you can actually feel every snowflake. So it's less of a graze and more of an impact. And as you are trying to maneuver around, Erica will see that up ahead there is what looks to be this remnant of a camp. There's a circular area that has less snow and just this kind of blackened husk of a triangle in the middle of it. But you'll also see that there's something up here with you.
Like in the sky?
Mm-hmm.
Manny, do you see that? In the sky?
I look towards the direction I was pointing at.
All right, make a perception and awareness roll.
Perception and awareness. That's 5 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 2 successes.
2?
I only got 2.
No, you already saw it. You don't need to roll.
Oh,
That was just for
well,
Manny.
that's good because that was a bad one.
Yeah. Man, you got 2
Yeah.
successes, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see what she's talking about.
No, I'm not. What is it you see?
What do I see?
Just a shape, winged, but it's off in the distance using the cloud cover.
So I can't tell how big it is.
Mhm.
There's something flying in the sky, but what pretty far away. I can't tell if it's a bird, and I can't tell how big it is. We might want
Is
to get
it
a
coming?
little closer.
Is it coming towards us or away from us?
Both. It's looking like it's doing crescent moon shapes.
Does it look like it's a
It
threat?
looks
And did you?
it looks more like reconnaissance, but I don't know if it's spotted us yet.
All right, I'm gonna fly a little bit lower. And any luck? Any luck finding this group?
I don't see the group, but I do see the remnants of camp. It looks like people were here, and in the camp was like you said, the fire looked like it had just been recently stamped out,
No,
or like could I tell any of that?
It was blackened. It was a blackened husk of a triangle from where they had a
Okay.
fire.
Okay.
So without getting into it, you wouldn't know how long ago it
Yeah.
was.
It didn't look like anyone was in the camp, and the fire looked pretty dead.
It also doesn't look like it's the way that Dion is going.
Dion's also going a different direction.
There was only one trail.
No, they're flying, remember, so they have a better view of the situation ahead of them.
Right, but if there's only one trail that leads to all the branches, how could I be going the wrong way?
Right.
So they're not on a trail at all.
Correct.
Got it.
I think we need to figure out what's in the sky and then go back to Dion and Dominic, because clearly this group that's traveling is not on the trail. They off-roaded.
You don't want to investigate the camp?
We can do that as well.
We can search and see maybe if it's them or somebody else, and if it is them, maybe we can get some more ideas.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's there. I don't know if they would have left anything behind. But we can try. Maybe let's see if we can figure out what's in the sky first.
Dominic, you'll see that Midnight's ears perk up. And she's in full hunting mode. Like they're tilting, trying to find something. But her hair's on end. And there's that low, angry.
I start looking around to see if I can see anything.
Give me a perception awareness roll.
Oh boy, let's see.
Yeah.
I'm not super amazing at this.
Ooh boy.
Perception 2, awareness 3, so 5. Let's go.
Dice, it's not terrible. No epic though.
Nope. Yeah, that's not bad. That's 2 successes and a 10, so 4 successes.
Remember, difficulty is 7 for Scion, so actually it's 3 successes.
Then 3 successes.
Yeah. There's something crawling along with you. Like
I pick up the pace.
There's something. You can't make out what it is. You just know that there's this shape that is pushing the snow aside as it moves with you. And it's just off of the trail. And it's strange because there's not enough tree coverage to hide something. But it doesn't have a visual representation.
There's no signal here, is there?
Barely. You've got like one bar and it keeps switching between the bar and like no signal.
Well, I'm gonna try anyway. I'm just gonna start setting SOSs. Actually, do I have their numbers? I actually don't think I have the numbers.
I mean, you do have the ring.
Yeah, I was about to say you have the
do
rings.
have the ring.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it on and
Spend the legend
anybody hear
point.
me? Yeah. Spend the legend point and
Yeah.
say, you guys can hear me right now. There's something here that's stalking me, and I don't think that it's natural.
Are you on the trail?
Yes,
Are you not together?
No.
Diane left me behind.
Goodness gracious. So, I guess since we're all communicating anyways, we've seen a camp. Dion, you're going the wrong way.
Great.
They left the trail. I can't tell how far back, but you'll need to turn around at some point and we'll kind of meet you and put you in the right direction. Doesn't look like
I'm just
anyone's
gonna head back to Dominic since something's after him.
That sounds like a good plan. There's also something kind of hovering in the sky. It looks like it's doing some sort of reconnaissance. Manny and I are trying to stealthily get a little closer. I can't tell what it is yet.
But it doesn't look good.
Have you seen anything, Dion?
Nope, just jamming.
Just jamming. What song is playing right now in Dion's playlist?
Well, Dion is chronically online. So right now it's whatever rap song, probably Kendrick Lamar, that hypes them up. To fucking carry the heaviest tent or whatever on their back while jogging upwards in a snow thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to turn the fuck around to go save the prince
You
from
sure
whatever's
do.
stalking him.
You sure do.
Yeah, so definitely the volume increases as I jog back. I don't know how long that'll take though.
Couple minutes. Are you pushing it, or are you kind of keeping the same pace you took to get up?
No, I'll keep the same pace.
Yeah, a few minutes. You can, with your initial 4 successes, Erica will see where Dion is and then kind of see the distance between them and Dominic. But you also see that there's these ovals, these kind of places where the snow bends. Like, it doesn't fall around these ovular areas, whereas like around Dominic and around Dion, like it does kind of swirl around them. You can see the shape of them.
So it looks like there's magic involved.
Yes.
Okay. So now would be a good time to use the unlidded eye.
You could, yeah. Let's see.
Although I'm already seeing that there's magic.
You're seeing that there's magic, you're not seeing what they are.
Yeah. Sorry, my cat is trying to eat my snacks.
Right. Just costs you a willpower point. And you roll
what?
six dice.
Okay. I got 2 10s, so that's 4 in itself. 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, were any of those no, let's just go. I got 5. I don't know.
You see, you kind of blink a couple times to adjust your eyes, and you will notice that there are these, what looks like the same thing that Midnight is. It's just these large cats, but they're not really hidden so much as they're using active camouflage to make themselves look like their surroundings. So you, instead of
Okay.
seeing the ovular shapes now, you can actually see their outline. They're very clear to you. But
How many are there?
3.
While I'm using the unlidded eye, can I also see what's in the sky? Is that magical?
That is magical, in fact. It's about 100 feet in front of you, using the clouds to cover itself. But every time it pops out behind from one cloud to the other, it looks draconic.
Okay.
It looks like a wyvern more than anything.
I don't even know what to do with this information.
It's a lot.
All information gets relayed back to the group via ring comm.
Okay, so that's going to cost you a legend point.
Okay.
And could you roll your legend score for me?
Where is that again?
It's 3 dice.
Okay. 3.
Okay. Noted.
I have to say, I'm rolling really well tonight.
Yeah. But you spend the legend, you kind of force your Ichor to react to the treasure, and you establish a connection with all of them. What do you say?
I was just gonna tell him everything that I saw.
Okay.
If Midnight's on edge, it's because there are 3 other Midnights here.
Oh.
Is that the only thing that's causing you to feel stalked, Dominic?
Well, yeah, I see something moving.
But also, there's something draconic in the sky.
The sky?
Is that
Remember
what's in
how I
front of
told
us?
you we saw something that was in the sky and I couldn't tell how far away it was and I couldn't tell exactly what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I cast something and now I see that it's about 100 feet from where Manny and I are, and it looks like a dragon.
That's more of a concern than 3 little cats.
I would agree, yes.
Little cats.
But maybe the cats are standing guard over something, and the dragon is also watching it from the sky?
How do we get a dragon's attention?
I don't want to be bait.
You're already in the sky.
So what are you suggesting, Diane?
I'm suggesting that if you want to know why there's a dragon in the sky, we're going to have to find out. And I can't get up there, but you can.
All right. We'll find out.
I did not sign up for this much.
Erica,
What, Manny?
if you want, I can leave you at that campsite you saw.
Yes, let's do that.
You can do
Might
some
need her.
search.
No, I'm going to research the camp. I'm going to see if they've left anything behind, and you can come find me
And-
after you figure out what that dragon is.
And I can take care of the dragon.
By yourself?
It comes down to it.
How sure are you? Give me a percentage.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna give it 100% and more, Diane. You just make sure you get your ass over to where Dominic is.
I'm making my way.
Well, hustle up.
Yep.
You're taking too long.
So Manny turns downwards and swings towards the campsite. As Dion crests the hill and sees Dominic in as much as a hurry as you've ever seen him, there is a moment where you see that there's these blank spots
Mm-hmm.
in the terrain around him. One is right behind him.
blank spots in the terrain. What does that mean?
They're almost tiger sized, but you'll notice that
I can't see them.
as Manny's moving, you'll see the snow kind of swirl around him, and you see the same kind of effect. There's this swirl around something in the immediate area. There's one right behind him, like maybe 10, 20 feet behind him, and there's one that's like 40 or 50 feet to one side, and the other one's like maybe 60 or 70 feet to the other.
Are those the cats I was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see them.
You can't see them. You can only see the effect on the terrain that they're having.
Got it.
But you at least know what they are?
I mean, you
Since
told
I-
me they were
Yeah.
cats.
They're cats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're midnights.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dominic, it looks like we're even. One for Midnight, one for you, and one for me.
I'm not much of a fighter.
What was that?
And Midnight?
Well, yeah, she definitely is.
All right.
I
One
set
and-
her down and I feed her a point of legend so she can transform.
Okay. Roll your legend score for me. Let's see what happens.
3 dice because I'm legend 3.
Yep.
One success.
Okay. You feel your Ichor reach out and nudge the transformation out of Midnight, and as it grows into its massive kind of like dire panther shape, the 3 other tigers that are there will show themselves, and you'll see that they're white as snow. They have this beautiful kind of bluish gray striping, and as they step, the striping kind of shifts with them. It's very discerning because your eye knows they're there, but every time that they step forward, they kind of disappear before they appear again. It's very jarring. But they'll roar, and Midnight will roar back. How charismatic do you think Midnight is?
I'll let you know right now.
Okay.
Charisma 2 and no epics.
Okay. Roll its charisma and presence.
Charisma and presence.
Mhm.
Oh, presence 5. So that's actually,
Ooh,
yeah.
boy.
So that's 4 successes.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see Midnight roars back, and 2 of them, the one right behind you and the one that was coming towards you, stop and kind of bow their heads. The third one actually starts to make a move towards you, less towards you and more towards Midnight. And as it starts to kind of hustle towards the group, we see Manny and Erica land at what was the campsite. And there's this whistling noise. It's sharp and it gets louder as you see this wyvern dive bomb and just land right in front of the 2 of you. Its wings extend outward. It's got a 20-foot wingspan.
A trap.
This fucking massively jagged tail, and it snaps its maw, and when it opens it up again, you see this little tendril of flame, and its belly and chest kind of increase in size as it takes a deep breath in, and you'll see it breathe fire on the 2 of you. Erica is immune to fire.
Manny isn't.
Manny isn't.
Neither is Dominic.
Yeah. Manny, what is your dodge value?
My dodge? Where do I get my dodge? Where's
It's
that?
under combat. It does it for you. Your dodge value is 3. That's not terrible. So you'll subtract 3 from this. Oh no, those are 10s. Minus 3 is 2. So you're gonna take 5 points of aggravated damage.
Shot.
Yeah, actually, hold on, because you do have a soak. You have no soak for aggravated damage, so you take all 5 of that.
Okay. Where? So I marked down all the way down.
5, yeah, I got you.
I mean, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm close to incapacitated.
So Erica and you will see this cone of flame just engulf the entire circle, and it does rekindle the burnt wood. It doesn't look, now that you've seen some of the snow kind of be melted away from the flame, this doesn't look like a campground at all. This looks like an actual trap, because you see bones of other people that this thing has tricked into coming into its lair. Erica doesn't feel a thing. The flame kind of shoots around her and burns up everything, and because of your connection to Loki, you are unscathed.
With subliminal warning,
Mhm.
should I have known about this? That
The
it was a
moment
trap?
the moment you landed, you would have known that this is a trap, but it was
Yeah.
it was dive bombing with you anyway.
Right. Okay.
So, but yeah, the moment that you touch down, you're like, "Oh, this is a trap," and then, thunk, wyvern.
Okay. And then Manny gets burned,
Manny gets burned bad.
and I have a quick laugh. I can't help it. Erica laughs at you, and then shit, there's a dragon. I don't know. Sorry.
Shit,
I don't know what to do in this situation.
Okay, then we'll go back to Manny and Dion like Scion.
Did I do something? Or
I mean, you took fire to the face. What else do
At
you
least
want
you
to
look good now.
I want to
I
be
would
able
say-
to I was thinking of probably unhooking Erica
do? Okay.
so they can get to safety.
I mean, you saw that the fire did nothing to her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're better off with me. I can just maybe try to fly us out of here, or
I think you're too injured at this point, no?
yeah.
So
You know what? It'd
after
be better if we could. I unhook her so
Okay.
we can be easily mobile.
Sure. So after you unhook her, we'll switch back over to Dion and Dominic, the Double D crew. Who wants to act first? I don't think this is going to require like an actual initiative.
I mean, are you the closest? I'm assuming that he is.
You're both equidistant because this is one of the ones that was farther away. So as it's stalking up, and it doesn't look like it's heading towards him or you. It's heading towards Midnight.
Just one of them, right?
Just one of them. The other two have cowered.
Completely?
I mean, they're face down, like they understand that they're not the alpha of this situation.
Do you think Midnight can handle themselves, or should I intervene?
It would never hurt to give a helping hand.
As long as it's my helping hand. I reach into the backpack of the hiking supplies and grab one of the spikes for the tents
Mhm.
Actually, I grabbed 2 of them because we have probably 4,
But you
and
have a
wield
few.
them like daggers.
Mhm.
Should midnight hit first? I'm asking in general, out of game. I just feel like you go with who's in front of you. If they're in front, I'll just help afterwards and stab.
Up to you.
I'll let midnight go first, and then I'll come in as necessary.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So yeah, roll midnight attack. Dominic's
Gotta
not.
keep pushing these further and further every time.
Yeah.
All right.
Dominic's not doing anything physical to this tiger, right?
Dominic can't do anything physical to this tiger.
Okay.
All right. So accuracy. Actually, gonna go with a bite. Accuracy 11. So
Oh my god, 11 dice.
yeah. That's pretty good. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
9 successes. It's got a dodge DV of 3, so 6 threshold. What's his damage?
8 lethal.
8 lethal. That's 14 lethal. Yeah, there's no need for Dion like Scion to intervene.
Oh, there you go.
There is this pounce, and as the jaw clamps down on either side of this thing's neck, you hear the crack instantaneously. And immediately the other 2 that were already cowered just start to shrink even more until they're the size of maybe a cheetah now at this point. Still large, but not as large. And Midnight will come over and just kind of establish dominance. And as it does, you see it get a little bit bigger. And the 2 of them just kind of keep their head down and start to back away from the group and into the surrounding mountains. Over with the wyvern. What do you guys want to do? Who wants to go first?
I was going to see if I could, like, stealthily pull Manny with me, like, I guess out of the immediate view of the wyvern, and then go from there. Maybe we can think of a plan.
Okay. Roll strength and stealth for me.
Okay. If I have the check mark next to it, what does that mean?
It means it's a favored ability, so it's easier to raise when you're putting experience
got it.
against it.
So, stealth and strength?
Yep.
Is there any way that I can help with that?
You could roll a dex and stealth.
I got 5 successes.
Okay. Remember that you're -2 for your wounds.
Dex and stealth.
Yep.
What's my stealth? My stealth is 1.
So 2 dice.
So whatever I get, -2 dice, eh?
Yep.
One success.
1 success. And Erica got 4?
5.
5.
Because I got a 10.
Nice. Yeah. There's a moment where you pull Manny and he helps a little bit. You can see that it's hurting him.
Mm-hmm.
But you manage to pull yourselves off into a tree behind some cover. And as this wyvern looks back down after releasing some of its extra kind of fire up into the air, it looks down, it doesn't see you. And there's this moment where it cocks its head and it starts to kind of pat around the the ground, confused. There's definitely some intelligence here. But you see it flap its wings really hard, and it turns off the campfire.
So it's also trying to be stealthy now.
And you hear it flap its wings, and then it takes off into the air.
How hidden are we?
I mean, it didn't see you, and it didn't turn its
We're
attention
under
in your direction.
We're under the trees, so we should be good if he's taken to the sky.
Okay, at this point, I have Dominic's business card, so I text him and say, hey, we need help.
Do I get the text?
You do not.
Damn it!
You'll get the text when you're not in the mountains anymore.
Tomorrow.
Why doesn't he have service?
Yeah, what type of cheap service are you paying for,
I
man?
mean, both of you don't have service.
Hey, I got nothing but the best, but the best doesn't work everywhere.
Nope.
Okay, fine. I don't have service. I can't text him either.
You get a bounce back.
But
It's
we-
like I failed to deliver.
Oh, man.
All right.
This really burns.
Yeah.
In my camping supplies,
Mhm.
I find some sort of burn ointment and tell Manny to put it on his face.
Even
My
the odds in
face,
your
I gotta put
favor.
it all over me.
What?
Even the odds in your favor.
Odd.
Oh wow, 1. So yeah, there is actually burn ointment.
Amazing. Manny, do you have any ideas of how we're going to defeat this thing?
Right now, it looks like it's just waiting for somebody else to step foot in that camp. That was definitely a trap. I think as long as we stay under the trees, we should be fine, and we can start slowly heading our way towards Dominic and Dion.
So do you think we should actually stick to the proper trail then until we get farther up?
Yeah, we didn't see. This is. I'm not sure if this trap was them or this thing's
Something
on its
else.
own. Worst case scenario, and I pull out my bat. We just take it head on and wait for Dominic and Dion to catch up.
We're not on the trail, so they're not going to be able to find us unless we tell them exactly where we are.
These rings, can we track each other, or is it just used for communication?
You know that Ajax used it to get you to him.
No, he used the flute.
No, he used his own stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, he used the flute. He didn't use the ring.
You could try.
Homing beacon?
Yeah, like, I mean, the great Hephaestus would have thought of all these things. I'm just saying.
You saying that on loud or?
No, I'm just out of
I think you should say it out loud.
Didn't you just get burnt in the fucking face?
He did. He sure did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where that's coming from. Hephaestus is the god of fire, so. Talk shit, get hit, baby.
Talk shit, get hit.
I wasn't talking
baby.
shit just for me to get burned. All right.
You gonna try, or you're gonna hide in the trees?
Let's slowly make our way towards the trail. Just Just so it
Does
can
the-
be. I don't know.
Okay.
Just in
If we
case this
do
thing
move, does the stealth and strength roll still count to pull him along, or is he like, can you walk? How badly is he burnt?
He took a burn all over his body. Like,
No, so you can't walk,
Oh.
or else you're going to be grunting in pain the whole time.
whole time.
I'll stay here. I'll heal up, and you go and make your way towards them. Just stay under the trees. You should be fine.
You got it. Okay, so now I alone stealthily go.
Okay. Then you don't need to worry about rolling.
Okay.
Takes you about 15, 25 minutes to get to Dion and Dominic.
Mm-hmm. So we kind of need your help. We landed in what looked like the campsite, and it was actually a trap. So Manny's been pretty bad, and he's hiding in the trees. I came to find you. I don't know what we're going to do, but I need help to get him back down here.
All right.
Lead the way.
And we trek.
You notice, Erica, that it's gotten incredibly cold for you.
No.
You may be fireproof. The rest of you isn't.
My clothes are not.
Nope. And they've been slowly coming apart.
Hey, does anyone have an extra jacket? I'm cold.
You have a sleeping bag.
I still have some clothes in my day bag.
Do you
In your
mind if I
day
lay them
bag?
on?
My
Yes.
day
Bring-
bag.
A day bag and a night bag to go hiking in the Icelandic mountains.
It's the same one that I've been lugging with me since we got to the Underworld, all right?
Mhm.
And I
Right,
do
I
have a
said, do you
change of
have-
clothes.
Yeah.
You also see a little trail of items and gear that have fallen out of Erica's backpack as she stealthily made her way towards you.
Oh, that's not great.
Nope.
Did you want any of these?
She's
I
got no
didn't
backpack.
realize. Yeah, I didn't realize they were falling out as I was coming to get you. I was just trying to be sneaky and find you as quickly as I could.
Mhm.
If we have the sleeping bag, can we take it out of the bag and then I'll use that as a knapsack?
Sure. But I do have very high quality clothing here that you could be wearing as well. So
I would appreciate
just
that.
FYI.
High quality.
Make sure you
Extremely
burn it
high quality.
afterwards.
Might be a little uncomfortable
why-
because it's tailored to me, but you know.
Burn it because it's his, or burn it because I wore it. I kind of take offense to that.
Tailored. No. But you make your way back to Manny, and he has not moved.
Good,
Can I
you did what
heal
you were
him
told.
from where he is, or does he need to get down first?
No, there is no healing him.
Nice.
Is Manny gonna die?
No. But
Not yet. Not yet.
healing
Close.
aggravated takes a lot.
Okay, well, I could try anyways.
How do you want to try?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Good plan.
I just want to try to heal him from wherever he is. Medicine.
Sure. This is not the kind of thing that mundane medicine can fix. You can try a wits and medicine roll.
Okay. I have a question. At the bottom of boons, I just have, it says craft and it says 1 bonus die.
Yep.
For what?
Whenever you do your craft.
Got it. Okay. I just didn't understand what that meant.
Yeah. The Greco-Roman pantheon, all of its scions, they have a pantheon specific power called arete.
Okay.
Whereas the other pantheons kind of have a list of powers that are specific just to them.
Mm-hmm.
The Greco-Romans don't have that. Instead, what Arete does is that whenever you take it for a particular skill. You have
Okay.
to have 3 in that skill to take Arete in it. But for every level of Arete, you get an extra die to that skill.
Got it.
You can also give up 2 of your Arete dice per skill roll to get a free reroll.
Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
I did not know any of that.
It hasn't come
By
up.
the way, too, what time of the year is it?
September.
September.
September. Okay.
Sunday. Well, now Monday.
Yeah.
All right. So 5 dice.
Actually, no. Aggravated wounds are those that only time and nature can heal, not mortal medicine
I can't.
or any but the most powerful magic.
Then I won't even try.
Yeah, aggravated levels heal at the same rate as lethal levels, but cannot be aided or sped up by most any agency.
You want a Gatorade?
So it's gonna take them a couple of weeks to heal.
Couple of weeks?
Yeah,
Does anyone
Bam.
We
have?
don't have weeks.
yeah.
Does anyone
'Cause
have paracetamol we can give him?
A what?
Paracetamol, like Tylenol.
Yeah, I
I do have payments.
look over at him and I was like, I don't think it'll. Do you want Tylenol, Manny?
Give me all the ointment you have right now.
4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Yeah, 12 days and 6 hours to heal that aggravated.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
Manny's gonna have to
aggravated damage
toughen
is
this
no
out
joke.
Fighting this thing is no joke.
Yeah, it's a wyvern. It's a Legend 5 creature.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay. So.
but you've got Manny. Now, between the 3 of you, you can carry him safely back to the trail. You gonna push forward, or are you gonna try to find a place
think
to
we
hunker
should-
down?
Yeah, I was about to say that. We should probably hunker down.
Okay.
Now let's keep going. Come on.
Okay,
We have to keep going.
look at you.
Listen to
We do
Dion.
not we do not have 12 days and how many hours?
6 hours.
And 6 hours.
2 weeks,
No,
basically.
but you do need 1 night. You look like shit.
I feel like shit, but
We haven't slept in a couple of days. Just catching a few hours to catch your breath is not gonna make this.
Part of this hiking is to be a little discreet, and if you're gonna moan and whine as we're walking anywhere, we can't do that. So you need to sleep.
To heal his lowest box, he requires 4 days of rest.
We don't have 4 days, but we at least have 1.
Yeah.
Won't do much.
After like about an hour, you find a cave to hunker down. Since it's
Well, I
taking
had
you.
a tent.
I mean, do you want to have a tent out in the open with a wyvern flying around?
We're hidden in the trees,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I mean, a
should at least
cave's
get in the
probably
trees.
smarter.
I mean,
I just feel like the cave is colder.
I will lean towards competence, but if you want me to lean towards your level of whatever you want to do, I will do that. I'll do that for you.
All right, team. Cave or tent?
Cave.
I kind of don't want to move this idiot. I think we should just build the tent.
All right, idiot. What's your say?
I'm not fireproof, and neither is that outfit. So
We are.
Yeah, but you also need us to complete this mission.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
think you can do it on your own, Dion.
it's your
Ooh.
call,
How
Manny.
smart or tough or whatever it is right now. All right. Fireproof or not, you still need us.
Seems like your butt hurts since you're flamed up.
Damn.
I do have to point out of game, Dion's the only one that hasn't been injured this entire time so far.
Not once.
The entire game.
So was that your vote for a cave?
Tent, cave, it makes no difference.
Yeah, I know, but we're waiting on you.
I say we just wait. How big is this tent?
It's a 4-person
It's
tent,
a 4-person tent.
which is it's tight. That means like we're all like body to body.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. Do you all know how to build a tent?
I do.
Yes.
It would behoove me to remind you that you are within 30 feet of the trapped area, which is the Wyvern's lair.
Yeah.
But go on.
Fuck around and find out.
Let's go to this cave instead.
If you say so. Cave it is.
Man, okay. I guess you guys don't want to spend the night next to this Wyvern's lair. Okay. Noted.
I'm fireproof. I don't care.
That's true. But it takes you about an hour since you've got to hide from the Wyvern in the sky. It doesn't make another appearance, so you don't know if it's hunting or if it's fucked off somewhere else. But as you find this cave and you do what you can to kind of weather the elements, I think this is a good spot to call it for tonight. So thank you guys. I was like, you know what? They're not going to fall for that. That's an obvious trap. And then you landed, and I was like, nope, they fell for it. Perfect.
This is a child of Loki we're talking about.
Yeah. Yep. I was
I
worried.
was going by what she said.
Yeah.
What it looked like.
I thought that I made it painfully obvious that the children of Loki care only about chaos when Mikkel was like, listen, man, I can't be chaotic if the world's destroyed. But,
Erica did laugh when I got burned, so.
she heartily, she enjoyed that.
I did. I thought it was hilarious. But then I gave you burn cream.
Nice and warm.
She did. She was lucky enough to have burn cream, and she gave it to you. Chaos.
You're like a Sour Patch Kid. You're a Sour Patch Kid.
It's a pendulum.
That's exactly
First they're sour, then they're sweet.
It's a pendulum. But as always, thank you guys for participating in this. We got one more episode left. So we're going to get to see just what Cassandra had in mind when she unleashed Prometheus on the world. As always, I want to give you guys a chance to plug whatever you're into. Let's start with Erica. Fox, what are you up to? Where can people find you online if you want to be found?
I can be found here next Monday in the final episode of Scion. And then I will also be in the Werewolf Wild West that will be starting up again soon. That will be every other Tuesday. Otherwise, please don't search for me.
Noted. Ray, what are you up to and where can people find you online if you want to be found?
I'm here next Monday. I'm here for Werewolf. I'm here for what's the other one? Legend of the Five Rings, maybe.
Yeah,
On and off. Our relationship is shaky. Hopefully we can find a strong foundation soon. And online, I mean, you could find me on Instagram, but I don't have anything fun going on. So
I think you're gonna like this new character that's coming in, because they are also large.
Oh, an L5R, is that what you're
An
talking about?
L5R, yeah.
We got big and big?
We got two biggins. We got two biggins now. But they're actually from a clan and school that are meant to protect. So
Cool.
they're gonna get stuck with Ben.
Great.
Julio, what are you up to? Where can you be found on the internet if you want to be found?
I mean, I'm just here, man. I'm just here for a good time.
Good time.
Otherwise, do not perceive me.
All right. And Ike, what are you up to? Where can people find you online if you want to be found?
Don't want to be found, but if Manny survives the night, I will be here next Monday.
Ooh.
And I'll be rejoining the Wild West Pack.
Oh,
on Tuesdays.
yeah, surprise. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope that you're having a good time, even with all the bullshit that I'm throwing at you for being the children of gods. You are overpowered, and these are just the times they are changing. But as always, please know that we take mental health on this channel very seriously. It is okay to not be okay, but if you need help and you're watching live, there are phone numbers going up in our Twitch chat. They'll be in the description box if you're watching this on YouTube later on at your leisure. But just know that there are people out there who want to help you, who are trained to help you, and all that requires is that first step of either reaching out by calling or texting. If you're not in the United States or you don't do well with phone calls and text messages, or you're not in a dystopian third world nation that is slowly becoming an empire, you can go to findhelpline.com and find the resources in the area that you can that are closest to you. Because things are bad here, so hopefully they're better for you. But just know that there are resources out there, so please take care of yourselves. As always, you can find us here on Thursday for our next chapter of Wanderhome, which has become a fantastic little cute distraction of a system. It is fantastic and fun, and I hope to get a new group for another mini-series down the line. But otherwise, you can find me at McStabber Studios on Wednesdays, as I have infiltrated all of their Wednesday games. So much to their dismay, they have to deal with me for the foreseeable future on Wednesdays. Otherwise, we will see you here on Monday for the final chapter of Scion. And after that, we go back to our regularly scheduled programming. So I'm excited to get back to a bunch of the stories. I'm excited to get a bunch, to see the bunch of faces that I haven't seen in a long time. But as always, thank you guys. Thank you, the cast, and thank you, the audience, for coming along with us. Have a good night, guys. Bye.